Okay, we'll do this first. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out the video. I just wanted to share some of the accessories and modifications that we've made on our Ariel Rider X classes. We've got a red one, we've got a blue one. This is Lisa's. This one is mine right here. We're just gonna go over what I've done on mine. So I know when I was waiting the 4 months for my bike to arrive, the Facebook group Ariel Rider Owners Club really helped me, number one, just to get through those months, kind of living through some of the people that already had the bike. And it also helped me to see like what accessories, number one, fit on the bike, how they looked on the bike, etc. But I just wanted to share some of the stuff that I've got. I know in the Facebook group, some folks have asked about the pouches that I have. And I see when a lot of folks got their new bike, they had this, especially the top pouch, which looks really good on the bike. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to be able to share what you found. It's nice to be able to help somebody find something that, might have taken them a while to find on their own, digging through Amazon, digging through eBay, other websites. So hopefully this helps as well. Anybody outside of that Facebook group can check this video out if they're waiting for an X class or any other e-bike or bike in general. They may, like some of these accessories and want to check them out. So I'll add the links to the description down below. And if you're interested, go ahead and click on those. Obviously, this video isn't sponsored, so just sharing so you guys can save some time, looking for what you need. I apologize for the little guy here that is going to be interrupting the video. He's going to be bringing me this nice pumpkin here, or jack-o'-lantern here, that he insists on me throwing all night long. So I'll try to keep him out of the video, but he's just going to find his way into it, so no biggie there. It is his channel anyways. All right, so one of the first things I did even before we had the bikes was I ordered some black vinyl tape from Amazon. It's pretty durable, easy to cut, pretty good adhesive. It isn't super strong, so it doesn't leave a residue, but it doesn't really come off easily either. And my plan was to make my entire bike black. And then we ordered a bunch of these stickers from Amazon. And the plan was to cover Lisa's bike in all of those. But once we had the bikes, I realized it would be a pain in the butt with that specific type of vinyl tape to wrap this entire bike, especially because the adhesive made it very hard to get into those intricate areas without it folding in on you. So I just decided to do these top bars on mine. I'm probably gonna end up doing this on Lisa's just to protect the paint on the top bar here from being damaged by the pouches here, because they're strapped in pretty tight. So, I got some here going all the way towards the back of the seat. I've got some here as well on this bottom bar here on this support, in case I want to strap something to that. I don't have to worry about damaging the paint there. As far as the stickers, we just wanted our bikes to stand out. I think it looks good. Other people may not think so. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. That's one of the beautiful things of our country. So, like it, hate it, it's on our bike. We love it. So, there you go. All right, so the top pouch here. Like I said, I will put the links in the description. And this one here is called an Elegant Choice Bicycle Frame Bag. Pretty dumb name, but it's a pretty awesome product. It doesn't hold as much as it looks, as you can see by the size of my hand and putting my phone on it. It's not huge, but it can hold, your wallet, sets of keys, anything else important that you want to keep right in front of you, easy to get to. It is hard, not super hard, but it can fold in on itself, but it'll, keep its shape. It's waterproof. It looks really good. It did say something else here, which I didn't like, so I covered that up with some of the black vinyl tape. This doesn't look too bad, so I left that like that. The phone mount that we have, I really like this phone mount. The only downside to it, really, there's two. You can't swivel it, which I wish you could. And it's not the easiest one to get the phone in and out of, but it holds it in very, very well. And there's like no vibration, no shaking, it stays in place. So I like that one a lot. This one is called a Bone Bike Tie Pro 3 Bicycle Phone Mount. I don't know how they come up with these names, but the product is great. So again, the link will be in the description. The bottom pouch bags here, we actually have two of them, one underneath the top bar and one underneath the seat back here. Again, they're not huge, but we can fit our locks in here. I got first aid kit, I got a multi-tool patch kit, portable battery, some USB cables, fire starter, things like that. So not a ton, you know, we'll usually ride together and I'll have my backpack, but it is nice to be able to fit as much as we can on here without making the bike, you know, bigger, wider, you know, as far as saddlebags. You can see Lisa has the same setup on hers. These pouches are called the Espressa Bike Top Tube Bag Hard Shell or something like that. You know, again, it said Wildman here in bright white, and I didn't think that looked very good, so I covered that up with some black vinyl tape. I think it looks a lot better like that. What else do we have? On my wheels here, you can see I added some black vinyl tape just to give the wheels a little contrast, a little flare. I think it looks pretty cool. You can see it on the front as well. Didn't do it to Lisa's. Be happy to. Doesn't take too long, but I don't think she was really interested, so we left it as is. Her bike looks awesome. That shade of blue, you have to see it in person to really appreciate it. Same as the red. It doesn't really pop as much as it does in photos. It's a darker red. These bikes are beautiful. In addition to just being fun as hell, they just look so good and they're fun to ride. I can't stress that enough. So what else? The shock. So this is a, let me get this light here so you can see it a little better. This is a D&M shock. I'm not gonna look at the description now because I'm bending over, but this was about 30 bucks. Made a pretty big difference in how the bike rides. I immediately felt a little more cushion as far as like just going over speed bumps and cracks in the pavement. I wouldn't say it bounced, but it just had a little more give. Felt just nicer than the stock shock, which I have right here for size comparison. You can see this one doesn't look like there's a spring, but there is a spring inside of it. They're both adjustable just by twisting the top half. As you can see with mine here, if I just twist the spring, this bottom nut turns, you know, and that's going to go up and down the threads here. And then, you know, if you make the spring bigger, you're making the ride softer. And then if you make the spring smaller, you're tightening it up. So you're going to have a stiffer ride. But I have it a little looser than the way it came out of the box. It feels great. I may go a little softer, but it's nice to just be able to pull over, twist that spring, and be able to make an adjustment on the spot. All right, so what else? So under here, let's see if I can get the camera under here. You can see right here, zip tied in, and also with 3M tape, we have I have the alarms for the bike set up in here. These come with fobs. You know, it's the most popular one on Amazon, so I'm sure you've seen or heard these out and about. They're pretty damn loud. I'm actually trying to find a way to mount the fob somewhere to the handlebar so that I can just hit the button on the fob as a horn instead of using this thing, which isn't great when you're out and about. In my opinion, it's pretty important to secure your bike as thoroughly as possible. So in addition to having a lock, I think it's pretty awesome to be able to protect your bike for like less than 20 bucks with something that like not only is a deterrent as far as like when you're parking it, you know, people see you walking away and hitting the fob. But also if anyone, you know, touches the bike and moves it, you can set like the sensitivity of like how it reacts to movement. So you can make it to like, even if the bike just wobbles a little bit, that alarm is going to go off. So it's nice to be able to protect your bike for that price. And I'm really glad that those options are available easily on Amazon. I'm gonna go over the helmets that we got. So these helmets were about 75 bucks each. You know, I know they're not the most expensive helmets. They're probably not the best helmets, but they fit the needs that we have. You know, we wanted something full face, modular, that's lightweight, pretty good price, and has a good rating. There's actually a couple pictures on the Amazon reviews where some people like were thrown off their bikes and these helmets ended up saving their lives. So we figure if you can live through an accident at 65 miles an hour, we'll be fine going 35 or less. So we picked these up. They're pretty great. So let me show you some of the features of the helmet. It's got 2 top vents here. I'm pretty sure they work and they're functional. Hopefully they're not too loud. I still have the stickers on the visor here, but the visor flips up. And a nice feature here is it's got built-in sun visor for when you're out in the sun and it's really bright. You don't want to wear your sunglasses inside of the helmet. That's a nice feature there. It's got a vent on the front here. It's got a nice flap here for your nose to keep the vent from fogging up. You can see I have my camera mount here under the chin. This is the modular part. So it's a full face helmet, but as you can see, you can open it up and be able to like get some fresh air, take a drink of some water or some coffee if you stop and you don't want to take your helmet off. So definitely a nice feature, what we were looking for. Like again, full face, modular, light, not too expensive, safe. So these fit the bill. Really glad we got these. Haven't used them yet, but looking forward to using this in conjunction with the microphone that I have. So if you've watched some of our other videos, you've seen that the wind noise is pretty bad. So hopefully with this microphone being inside of the helmet, that won't be an issue anymore. So looking forward to trying that out tomorrow. So it's a pretty good looking helmet, in my opinion. I'm not a fan of the labeling on the back, but it's gonna serve its purpose. Again, these helmets are called the Rusty. Dude, busy. All right, so these helmets are called the One Storm Motorcycle Modular Dual Visor Sun Shield Flip Up Full Face Helmet. Yeah, that. All right, let's see. So we also have, oh, I just kicked the shock. And next we have the mirrors that we purchased. So these are called the Zeffel Spy Bicycle Mirror. Oh, hold on, sorry. What's up? You need to play? Come on, let me get your toy. Come on. Come on. Why are you crying? Silly. All right, so, you know, these are really small. They can go pretty much anywhere. We actually have 2 of them. I don't know where the other one is now. Actually, there's one here on Lisa's bike. So it's not that big, but if you aim it in the right direction, position it right, and get a sweet spot, you know, it does work. We originally had it mounted like right here on the bike on each side, and then we mounted it here, and it did work, but it was kind of hard to see directly behind you. You can only see behind you kind of at an angle. So I ended up putting the straps for 2 mirrors together here on the end of the handlebar and securing just 1 mirror. And now it works nicely as just a left-hand mirror. Positioned just right, you get perfect vision. So saved us a little bit of money. These weren't too expensive. Instead of having to just buy other mirrors because we didn't end up liking these, it was cool to be able to repurpose them and continue using them. And if these crack, fall off, or scratch, we have 2 extra ones because, you know, 2 straps, 1 mirror. They came as a set, so, you know, it's nice to have some extras. The last thing that we've done to our bikes, well, I've done to my bike, is Probably a little overboard, but I got some plastic conduit, 1-inch conduit to kind of just tidy up the cabling and wires here. So as you can see, there's just one conduit with all the cabling coming up from here up. So I think it looks pretty cool. I ordered some smaller conduit for the top because it could fit something smaller, and I think it being as thick as the handlebars, in my opinion, doesn't look great. So hopefully that'll come soon and I'll stick that on there. But I do like how all the cabling, the wires, everything are nice and neat and centered. Everything's kind of going down the middle here, and you can see it's routed nicely here going into the frame of the bike. I can turn the wheel all the way in each direction. Nothing's getting crimped. Everything has plenty of slack. You can see the headlight connector here, or the pigtail there, has plenty of slack. It's not tight or anything like that. I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks great. You can see it from this angle here, from riding position. Probably a little overboard with my OCD. I just hate wires and cables everywhere. So not being able to ride because I've been getting off late and it's been kind of cold lately and a little rainy. I kind of just let my imagination go wild and came up with this. So if Lisa likes it, I'll be happy to add it to hers. But for now, she says she doesn't like it. So it's all good because hers look great as well. So as you can see, this is how it looks normally. Standard bike. I've got the cabling kind of zip tied to the post here to keep it from sticking too far out. But I would like to cut that zip tie and move it up because we can see specifically the brake cable here, in my opinion, is at an angle that's a little too sharp. So I'll probably adjust that later this weekend. Well, that does it for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully some of the information I shared was helpful. And again, the links will be down in the description. Take care.